going on, everybody, and welcome to a brand new video on my channel. It is Trading to Glory episode number 6. And if you guys watched episode number 5, that was all about Sunday bidding and getting great deals Sunday night when the Squad Battle Rewards came out. And tonight, with the full game coming to a release in the UK and in the USA here in a couple of hours, UK's already got it. There's a lot more cards hitting the market. And there is another opportunity to get a lot of cards on bid and on snipe. So we're going to be doing that a lot tonight and getting, hopefully, just a repeat of yesterday's episode because we made a lot of coins on yesterday's episode. So let's go ahead and show you guys exactly what these cards sold for. So if you guys did watch the last episode, we ended off on getting all these cards to our transfer list, and then in between the episodes I listed them on the market. Simple as that. And we made lots of coins. Given the fact that we've got most of these cards between 300 and 600 coins, you can tell that this starts to add up after you get so many different cards, especially some of them selling for like 3,700 coins. Lodero, I remember getting him on a buy now. Those cards were up for like a couple minutes at 600 coins, and then we relist them for 1,500 and they sell. So I relisted these overnight, and then the ones that didn't sell I relisted for another 3 hours during the day, and then there's still a couple that haven't sold, which is fine. That's normal. Normally the cards that haven't sold yet are going to be the cards, not the informs, but the cards that honestly aren't going to make us that much profit. After you list them twice and they don't sell, they're the ones that won't make you that much profit. So we got a couple L's on Varinia and Amian probably. Fabian Johnson, however, I think that we can still end up making profit. Dimitrovic, I think we'll still end up making a little bit of profit. It just comes down to listing them one more time. But for the most part, we made a lot of profit on these cards. As you guys can see, we're up to 215,000 coins, along with 11 Frazier cards right here, which would add up if they're going for 14,000 coins, which I haven't checked them tonight because I know prices have dropped a little bit. Should be going for still around 14,000 coins. If not, maybe it's another opportunity to invest in them. If they are, then obviously we're still doing pretty good. So let's go ahead and check what the price they are right now. It looks like they have dropped a little bit, not a lot, but they were 14K and now they're about 13K. Is that the case? So yeah, it's just another opportunity to buy these cards tonight. That's pretty cheap, honestly. A little bit cheaper than I expected, which is good and bad at the same time. I know that they're going to go back up, so honestly, you know, not terrible. Granit Xhaka is still going for 17,000 coins, but at one point I think he was up to like 19K. So considering that, you know, you wish you would have sold and then rebought, but ultimately if we just keep holding on to them as we get closer to player of the month, we're going to be fine anyway. So it's not a huge deal, but definitely something that, you know, you have about 20/20 hindsight on. But ultimately we're doing pretty well. So again, if you guys add up the coins that we've got now, let's go 13K per card for the Fraziers, you know, and then Yarmolenko 20K, Xhaka 16K. That adds up to almost about 200,000 coins, which would put us over 400,000 coins total. So that is awesome. So let's go ahead and get into the bidding. Guys, if you're enjoying this series, make sure to drop a like on the video and also subscribe to the channel if you are new. Let's hop into it. Here's something important I want to tell you guys. We've been doing the same thing now for about 24 hours in terms of trading, because last night, as you guys saw, we picked up a ton of these cards on bid. And tonight, with the full release of the game coming out in different parts of the world, Australia was earlier today, then we had the UK a couple hours ago, and then we're going to have Brazil probably next hour, and then the USA the hour after that. All these cards are going to hit the market again. The supply is going to be up, and the bids and the snipes are going to be there, especially for these non-rare cards that we've been doing. I mean, that Pardo card we just got for 500 coins, we sold for 4,800. The Fabian Johnsons still listed. Those are cards from last night that still haven't sold. Then we got a Maggio who I got for like 400 coins. A Seri card who I got for how much? 4,700 coins, trying to get 1,000 coin profit. I just got this Jorge Mere for 2,700. Sold him for 3,600 already. Just got these Gerardo cards, 1,200 and 450, and we're going to be easily selling those on for like 1,900 coins. You know, for the one that's 450, that's about 400% profit. So that's huge. It's a lot of coins. And ultimately, the message from me to you guys right now is, if it works, don't try to fix it. Just keep doing it. I mean, this trading method has just been non-stop working for me, and I've been making, you know, dozens of thousands of coins off of it. So I'm just going to keep doing it. There's no reason to try to fix something that isn't broken. There's no reason to try to, like, move on from it after a couple hours if it's still working. You know, if you find that, you know, gold mine, you just keep on abusing that. until it stops working, and that's what I'm going to be doing for as long as I can possibly do this trading method for. So I've been picking up quite a few cards, different investments for player of the month, different flips for immediate profit, and then we've been talking about on stream right now, we've been talking about marquee matchups and what those could possibly be. So this video goes up at 9 a.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. UK, which is normally when I'm going to upload every single Trading to Glory episode. There's going to be a few outliers that I might upload in the afternoon if I don't have time to edit at night. But for the most part, that's going to be when these episodes are uploaded. So when it goes up at 9 a.m., that's going to give you 4 hours to prepare for marquee matchups for investments. And there's still going to be time, for sure, if you watch this before marquee matchups pops up. So my marquee matchup predictions are this. There's 4 different games that I have on my radar. The first one is going to be within Serie A, and it's going to be between Roma. So Roma players that are gold right now are going for pretty cheap. The higher rated that you can get, the better. Also, maybe go with, I don't know, maybe try to pick up some Italians and then some non-Italians as well. Morante's 80 rated, so that's not too bad. And then they're going to be playing against Lazio, which is a derby because they're both pretty much in Rome, I believe. They're both in Rome, so it's like the derby of the city of Rome. And Lazio players are also super cheap. You got Badel here, who is 80 rated, who's not too bad. Just a couple examples there. So that's my first marquee matchup prediction. My second one, going to be within La Liga, which is going to be the Madrid derby. One of the biggest games of the weekend for sure was Madrid versus Madrid. And then you've got one card here. You got a Vallejo for 700 coins. And with the Madrid derby, guys, Real Madrid doesn't have as many low-rated golds as like Lazio does. So for these guys that are, you know, lower rated like Dani Ceballos, Marcos Llorente, Vallejo, Odriozola, and Kiko Casilla, you know, those are like the only choices to go with for the most part. So those guys are probably going to rise up to like 1.5k at least if it is a marquee matchup. And they're going to be playing against Atletico Madrid in the Madrid derby, obviously. Atletico Madrid has some more lower rated cards. So if they require like 2 Atletico Madrid players and 2 Real Madrid players, you know, picking up Rodri would be really good because he's 82 rated. Savic is super good as an 83 rated. That's pretty cheap for an 83, especially going into marquee matchups. You've got Santiago Arias, who just got transferred there. Vitolo got a downgrade from 83 to 81, so he's a little bit cheaper this year. You got Juan Fran, who went from 83 to 80 rated this year. A lot more choices there, but definitely still going to go up in price if there is a marquee matchup. The next one that I'm thinking will be a marquee matchup is going to be the Brugge Derby, Brugge Derby. So it's going to be Club Brugge here, and you know, they've got a lot of gold cards for sure. You got Nakamba, you've got Vanaken, you got Vormer, you got Michel, a lot of different choices there. But when you look at the other team from Brugge, it's Circle Brugge. They're not going to have any gold cards. So when you're investing in like silver cards from this team, you know, they're already a little bit inflated, so be careful. But if that is a marquee matchup and they require something from Circle Brugge, these cards are maybe going to be those kind of cards that go up to like 10,000 coins, you know? Those are going to be the early game cards that are really, really, really expensive. Let's take a look at some bronzes maybe. And it looks like the bronze cards are also a similar price, maybe a little bit cheaper. So yeah, all these guys may be good investments there. And then the last marquee matchup that I think might be in there is going to be Chelsea versus Liverpool. Chelsea, obviously, you know, having lots of low-rated gold cards under 900 coins. You've got Caballero, Loftus-Cheek, Emerson, Moses, Drinkwater. So those are probably the cheapest. And then when it comes to rare cards, you're going to find, let's see, we'll put it at 1,500. When it comes to rare cards, you've got not many. Looks like, you know, for the most part, Chelsea's a little bit more expensive. So you got Gary Cahill in here as well. He's one of the higher rated, at 71 rated was it? Zappacosta there for pretty cheap. So non-rares for the most part there. And then Liverpool played against Chelsea, if I'm not mistaken. And so Liverpool players right here. You got more rares. You got Alberto Moreno, Lallana Sturridge, Joe Gomez. I like Joe Gomez a lot because the right backs from the Premier League are actually above discard price as of right now. You've got Joel Matip. This one's a good one because Matip actually could also get into the team of the week. Matip had a good weekend for Liverpool. He ended up scoring a goal and holding a clean sheet, so Matip actually could get into team of the week this week. So if he were to get into team of the week and get in a marquee matchup, that card would probably go up by quite a bit. So I'll probably pick up one of him, just send it to the club to sell later, because there's two different things that could bring that price up. So pretty good investments there for discard price, guys. I'd just focus on the ones that are discard price, honestly, so you're not risking anything if it doesn't end up working out. And then when we head into the next segment of the video, when it comes to Player of the Month investments, which I think is probably what I'm going to title this video, Player of the Month investments, we actually picked up a couple more. I have sent one Yarmolenko, one Fraser, and one Xhaka to my club, just to open up space on the transfer list. But I did pick up another Xhaka, which was not any of those. It was this one for 14,000, and I also picked up this one for 750. So I picked up two more Xhakas because I think he'll be over 20k. I picked up an Alvaro for 11,500 because I thought that was pretty cheap. I also picked up another Fraser here. I think I got him for 11k or 12k, something along those lines. Just another investment for Player of the Month because, guys, it's last-minute investing, and so when it comes to Player of the Month, this is kind of your last opportunity, guys. You're not going to have any more opportunities to actually invest in Player of the Month. This is the last call because everybody getting the game right now is getting all of their free packs, their starter packs, and everything along those lines. So you getting in on this last little dip in price is going to be crucial because we even saw a little bit of a hint on what these prices are going to be here in the next coming days because Xhaka rose up to about 19,000 coins at one point yesterday. So he's dropping back down because of these starter packs. It's your last call to get investments because once we get, to Wednesday, especially if there aren't any Team of the Weeks that are, like, super cheap from this Team of the Week, guys. Like, Matip might get in, but, that card's decent as it is. So, if there's no just cheap Team of the Week cards from this next Team of the Week 2, these Xhakas, these Frasers, and these Yarmolenkos are going to go over 20k. Now, if there is a cheap one in the next Team of the Week, they won't rise as much, but they'll still rise. So as we get into, like, Thursday, guys, Xhaka's going to be over 20k, like, pretty much no matter what. Like, that's almost a personal guarantee unless something crazy happens. So I feel like these are super safe investments, and it's, like, your last call. So some investments to make are the informs. I've already got a few of those. And then you could also pick up Lucas himself because those are dropping. Let me go ahead and take a look at actually Lucas himself. He was over 20,000 coins, but now with all these packs being opened, he might be back under 20k. And he's, the player that's going to win Player of the Month. So he's not going to be out of packs because he wins Player of the Month. But what will happen is that since he is, that guy who's winning, if you need a Tottenham squad, Lucas is there. If you need a Brazilian squad, Lucas is there. If you need like an 83 rated team from the Premier League, Lucas is an option. So if you need Lucas himself, Lucas is the only player you can use. So, that's going to get hyped up, and that's also a card that, probably is going to be needed, but you also got to weigh out the risk. Selling into the hype is the safest bet. I could see this card being like 25k before the Player of the Month drops. Another one is Fred, but again, guys, you're kind of late to the party with a couple of these. Like Fred, he's already 26,000 coins, and at one point he was like capped at 10k. I do think he'll reach 30,000 coins because not only is he a good card from the Premier League, he's a great card from the Premier League, actually. I mean, Brazilian, Manchester United with all stats 71 and above with 4-star, 4-star, high work rate. That's a hell of a center mid card. But yeah, that's just another card that's going to be hyped up. But I'm not going to be investing in those. I think the cards that you should focus on if you're investing in the Premier League cards, go with players like Andreas Pereira. They are lower rated. They aren't as likely to be needed, but they're so much cheaper. So if they are, these guys, I'd say stick with the lower budget. Stick with Andreas Pereira. He's 4 ratings lower than Fred, but four ratings lower than Fred and saving 25,000 coin on an investment, I'd say is worth it. I'd say that's totally worth it. So, yeah, players like him are going to be the shout. And also, something that's totally overlooked is like 83 rateds from the league. So, let's go ahead and pull up on Footbin real quick, guys. We're going to look at like 83 rateds from, that's the wrong screen there. Thank you guys for 83,000 subscribers, by the way. We're going to go leagues. We're going to search Premier League. And then we're going to search right here. We're going to go to min rating, 83, max rating. We're going to go 84. And we're just going to search by Xbox price because that's the console we're on. Search by PlayStation if you're on PlayStation. But Rui Patricio for 1.6K. You've got Juan Mata for 2K. Are there any Brazilians or there's no Brazilians or looks like no Brazilians or Tottenham players that are cheap, but overall just these guys like Juan Mata. Maybe stay away from the goalkeepers. Maybe go with Aymeric Laporte. But honestly, Juan Mata probably looks like the best card because he's just so much cheaper for a field player. So let's go back over to the game. And, well, let's just look at Juan Mata as a field player. Right now, is he going for less than 2,000 coins? I mean, he's going to be an SBC card through and through. This card is totally an SBC card. So if you wanted to invest in Juan Mata, I think that'd be a good shout. And any of those like cheap ones like Kepa, some other ones were Rui Patricio, Jordan Pickford, Laporte, Bernardo Silva. Maybe go with some 82 rated. I'm going to go ahead and look that up real quick. 82 rated. You could go with players such as Aaron Ramsey is a good one. Aaron Ramsey, Laurent Koscielny. These are non-rare cards, and so they're super cheap. Skodran Mustafi. I don't know how to pronounce his first name still, but Mustafi. He's about 1,000 coins. Yeah, they're all decent shouts. You got Andres Christensen, you got Gylfi Sigurdsson, Jordan Henderson, Pedro as well. Pedro's a good one. Olivier Giroud, Harry Maguire, John Stones, Idrissa Gueye, Ander Herrera. Maybe getting a little bit more expensive there. I wouldn't go Ander Herrera. He's like 5K. So yeah, I mean you guys get the point. There's a lot more investments to go with just in the informs. So there's still a lot of opportunity, guys. And it looks like I got outbid on all of those cards. I was hoping to get at least one of them. What did they end up going for on bid? 18K, 14K, and 15K? I would have definitely outbid for 14K. 18K is a little bit much, but I would definitely try to get some of these for 14K if I can get a couple more. So I'm going to keep looking at bids for him. The full game for the North America should be coming out here in about 30 minutes. So that's going to be the opportunity to get some snipes on these cards again when everybody opens their starter packs and possibly get some good pulls in starter packs, getting some informs. And definitely, we've seen it before. I mean, I've seen people pack Neymar in their freaking starter packs. I've seen people pack Neymar in that League One pack you get for logging into the web app. And quick announcement, the web app is back giving daily rewards. If you guys haven't been into the web app in the last couple of days, they haven't been giving out rewards because there was an issue with it, but it's back now. So go ahead and get your couple thousand coins for the web app. I'm going to do that here in a second. Just a reminder, log into the web app every day from now on because it is going to give you guys a reward. The full game is now out in the Americas, which is my time zone, and so the market's going to take another little bit of a hit. And we've already gone and picked up a few of these cards for 16,250 on bid. I really just like that because I think by honestly tomorrow night or the next night they'll be up to 19,000 coins, which will be a few thousand coin profit overall, like 15K if they all sell for 3K profit. But it's gonna be interesting to see how many new cards hit the market and see if we can spend this last 88,000 coins on investments for the rest of the week. Obviously, we got to leave a little bit of coinage left over so that we can trade in the next upcoming days, or if we want to make any last-minute investments in the next coming days. We don't want to be out of coins, but it'll be interesting to see with everybody opening their starter packs for people that didn't have the early access to just see all the market, take a hit at midnight right now. So we're going to keep an eye on it. We're going to be picking up hopefully some more non-rare cards, hopefully some more player of the month investments, and that'll be it for this episode. Pretty straightforward episode, but very effective. Lots of profit still. On that note, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end the episode. I think it was pretty successful. It was very similar to episode 5, but honestly, all of this profit that we're getting from these non-rare cards, kind of 75 to 80 rated, we just cycle through them. Whichever cards are going for more than 1,000 coins, and we try to get them for cheap, and it's been working. Also getting a lot of player of the month investments. Now we are up to 8 Xhakas. We got 1 Alvaro, which isn't really a player of the month investment, simply a card that I thought was a good deal at 11,500. And then we've got 5 Frasers here, and then another, 7 more Frasers, so 12 Frasers there. And that's not even all. Let's go ahead and take a look at the club, guys. We've got a couple more informs in here. We've got 1 Yarmolenko, 1 Xhaka, and 1 Fraser there as well. So we've got plenty of investments for player of the month. Now it comes down to 1, marquee matchups. We talked about that this episode. 2, last minute player of the month investments. If we want to make them, we got 87K left. 3, we're going to continue to trade with those 75 to 80 rated. And I think that's got to be your focus for the next 24 hours, guys. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. If you are new, should have another squad building challenge video out later today, so double upload if you guys are lucky. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.